Hi, I'm Kathy Quinn with Floriani. Floriani is a division of R&K Distributing, and I want to welcome you to our Lettering Basics video. And on this one today, we're going to talk about vertical text. Now, the first thing we need to do is get a piece of paper so we can color. So let's come up into the upper left-hand corner, left mouse click on the Create New Page, and now you can say our icons are available. Now, right up here, in the upper left-hand corner, you will see this is where my text icon resides. This is just regular horizontal text. We have our circle text that we've talked about. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about vertical text. So I am going to simply left mouse click on my vertical text icon, and notice now it is right here. It tells me, Kathy, you're working with vertical text. And I have an A stuck to my cursor letting me know that I have selected lettering. Now, by left mouse clicking on screen, I have activated that tool, and as you can see in my properties box, now this shows me everything I could do to lettering. So let's come in here into the text box and let's type in Floriani. Now, my height is set at 0.79. I'm going to set that at 1/2 inch. I have center align, which is fine. Right now, this is vertical text. I have the Dairy font. Now I could drop this box down and pick from over 150 fonts. Maybe I want to pick Andrew. And now what I'm going to do is left mouse click on Apply. And now you can see I have my Floriani done vertical. Now let's fit this to screen. In order to fit our whole design to screen, we're going to come up to our zoom box. I'm going to left mouse click on the down arrow and tell it to fit. Now here is my text vertically. Now let's look at this a moment. I want to look at the control points on it. We've already had a video on control points. But again, our blue circle is to rotate. Our black arrow at the top will make this both larger vertically. We can drag this up vertically and make it taller. So if I needed that text to fit in a taller space, that is how I would do it. And if I wanted that text a little beefier, a little bolder, the arrow at the bottom right-hand corner, notice it's going to thicken up and widen that text. But notice, it still didn't distort my O or my A. It's still nice and clear. Now the other control points we're going to look at is my blue diamonds are my kerning icons. That is changing the space between two letters. And when you look in here, I might want to change the space here between the O and the I. So I'm going to drag this up a bit, and notice everything below that icon stays hooked together like a choo-choo train, which is really nice because when you just need to change the space between two letters, it's very simple. In most software programs, if you move one, now you have to adjust the spacing in everything below that. Well, with Floriani Total Control U, how easy is this? I can change the distance between the A and the I, and it's going to hold its mathematical spacing between all the other letters. That is a really great feature. Now we also have our black diamond control point, and this will control the slant of our letters. So if I want some slant to those letters, what I'm going to use is this diamond. So as you can see, that's pretty cool that you can do that. And the last control point I want to talk to you about, of course, is our orange box. Now that means I can pull a letter off the baseline and I can treat it as an individual. So I can resize this F. I could come up here. I could rotate it. I can really play with this a lot. You can start moving. Now, notice you have a warning box that has come up. I resized that F, and what this box is telling me is that I've created a satin segment which exceeds the recommended maximum stitch length. Now Walter has taught us if we measure, our ruler is over here on our left-hand toolbar, and Walter has taught us if we measure the width of a satin and it exceeds on a knit 7 millimeters, it should become a fill. If it's less than 1.5 millimeters wide, it says make me a run stitch. Well, notice my ruler. I'm in inches. I'm not in metric. And this says distance is 0.32 inches. Tip, use a fill. Well, my ruler tells me that this satin stitch is really too wide to stitch properly. It's going to catch and gape on a garment. So it's telling me this should really be a fill. So what we've done is we've built in a warning. If you resize a letter and don't take time to measure the satin elements, it's okay, because Floriani Total Control U is going to already tell you this is too wide for a satin. So my choices are make the letter smaller so the width of the satin isn't too big, or I could turn around and change that satin into a fill. I could come in here and do that. So I have some options, but this just lets me know that I have exceeded my recommended stitch length. Now picture that box in the future. Remember, all of our updates and upgrades are free, and in the future that box may have some more ability. Wouldn't it be nice if that box says your satin exceeds the recommended size for satin? Click here if you'd like to turn it into a fill. How fun would that be? So keep in tune with us, because we are going to continually improve and give you free upgrades with these things. So this is our vertical text tool. Of course, I could change the font, as you've seen. We can change the height of the lettering, the spacing. Everything still applies that is applied in previous videos. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about your vertical lettering, because remember, this is a brand new feature. This is a feature I have asked for a long time, and now I have vertical text. We'll look for you again in the next video.